this video, I will demonstrate how to play barrio golf. If you already know how to play golf, there really is nothing else you need to learn to play and enjoy barrio golf. A barrio golf director can set up and adjust the gadgets and paraphernalia, instruct and guide the players, and do the scoring. The barrio golf book contains everything anyone needs to know to play barrio golf, including how to build the facility and how to play the game. It also contains a brief introduction to golf. The book has been exported to a blog article. Just type in the URL bit.ly/barrio-golf-book. I am doing a fast scroll through just to give you an idea what the book contains. This is an example of a scorecard. As I said, the barrio golf director will handle the scoring. But if a player wants to review or verify a rule, a printout of the rules can be included in the clipboard. To download and print the rules, just type in the URL bit.ly/barrio-golf-rules. In this demo, I will hit from the blue tees. Starting in hole number 6, I will record during nighttime. This is to show you that barrio golf can be played at night. Let's get started. The barrio golf director will tell me that hole number 1 is a 225 mph par 4, which is equivalent to 403 yards. 16.1 miles per hour ball speed. On that first shot, my ball went too low and missed both the 1-foot and 3-foot targets. Therefore, I only get a 50 mph advance. The director will write in the scorecard 50M. Note that M stands for miss. For the second shot, the director will tell me I have 175 mph left to the green, which is roughly equivalent to 315 yards. You can get a rough estimate of the yards by multiplying the mph by 2, then deducting 15% from the result. The mph reading was 129 mph, and I hit the 1-foot wide target, so the director will write 129 on the scorecard. Next, the director will tell me I'm not on the green in regulation, but I can save par by hitting a bunker shot. The director will also tell me I just need to hit over the net for the bunker shot to be successful. The director will always write S on the scorecard whenever a player is hitting a par-saving shot. A vertical line over the letter S is just to distinguish it from the number 5. Since the ball failed to go over the net, I lost my chance to save par. The director will tell me I will need to complete 2 8-footers. Since I made the first putt on the first 8-footer, the director will write 1P on the scorecard. So this is the first putt for the second 8-footer. Since I missed the 8-footer, I will need to do a 4-footer. Since I made the 4-footer, the director will write 2P on the scorecard. If I miss the 4-footer, the director will write 3P. My score for the first hole is 6 because it took me 3 strokes to get on the green and my total number of putts was 3. Let's go to the second hole. The director will tell me it's an 85 mph par 3, which is roughly 137 yards. So I use a 6 iron. The mph reading is 83 yards, but I missed the 1-foot wide target and hit the 3-foot wide target. So the director writes 83R on the scorecard. R stands for rough because it simulates being on the rough. It also means 25 mph is deducted from the mph reading. This means my shot was 83 minus 25 equals 58 mph. Since my shot was 58 mph and it's an 85 mph par 3, I have 85 minus 58 equals 27 mph left to the green. So the director tells me to do a 6-yard chip into the chipping basin. Note that if I hit the 1-foot wide target, the full 83 mph would have been recorded, which means I have 2 mph left to the green, and the director will tell me to do the easier 4-yard par-saving chip. The director writes S on the scorecard, regardless if I make the chip or not. Since I made the par-saving chip, the director tells me I only need to complete one 8-footer. Since I missed the par-saving 8-footer, I need to do a 4-footer. Since I made the 4-footer, the director writes 2P, which means 2 putts. If I missed the 4-footer, the director would have written 3P instead. My score for hole number 2 is a 4 or bogey. If I missed the 4-footer, my score would have been a 5 or double bogey. To count the score, simply count each item or stroke before the piece, then add the total piece. Also note that if I missed the par-saving chip, I would have needed to complete two 8-footers, which means the best score I could get is a bogey if I make the two 8-footers. If I missed both 8-footers and both 4-footers, that's a total of 6 putts, and my score on the hole would have been an 8. Yikes! Let's go to hole number 3. The director will tell me that hole 3 is a 300 mph par 5, which is roughly 534 yards. The reading says 116 mph, and I hit the 1-foot wide target, so the director writes 116 on the scorecard. The reading says 119 mph, but I hit the 3-foot wide target, so the director writes 119R on the scorecard. Remember that R means 25 mph will be deducted. The director informs me that I still have 90 mph left to the green. I decide to use a driver again because even if I hit the 3-foot wide target and 25 mph is deducted, it would still be over 90 mph, which puts me on the green in regulation. The reading says 127 mph. Since I hit the 3-foot wide target, the director writes 127R, which means 25 mph will be deducted. But 127 minus 25 is 102 mph, which is over the required 90 mph. Notice that even if I graze the 1-foot wide target, it's still considered a miss because the ball touched the 3-foot wide target. The director tells me I'm on the green in regulation, and therefore I need to do a 4-yard birdie chip. The director writes B on the scorecard, which stands for birdie attempt. A vertical line is drawn over the letter B to avoid confusion with the number 8. Note that in barrio golf, the director is responsible for placing the ball at the correct location. Therefore, a player can never be penalized for wrong ball placement. One of the objectives of barrio golf is that a player who already knows how to play golf should not need to learn anything new to play and enjoy the game. Since I missed the birdie chip, the director tells me I need to complete one 8-footer. Since I made the 8-footer, the director writes 1P on the scorecard. My score for hole 3 is 5, which is a par. Note that if I made the birdie chip, there would have been no need to putt and my score would have been a birdie. Let's go to hole 4, which is a 75 mph par 3, ball 8.75 inches below feet. The director writes the entire 77 mph reading because I hit the 1-foot wide target. Since I'm on the green in regulation, the director writes B on the scorecard and tells me to do a 5-yard birdie chip. I make the birdie chip, so my score is a birdie. For golfers with back problems, barrio golf has a flat mode where there are no ball above feet and ball below feet lies. There is also a 3-club mode and a 7-iron mode. For players who are environmentally conscious and want to protect our rivers and beaches, there is a no bunker mode, which is the same as the full set mode, but the bunker shot is replaced with a 6-yard chip where the basin is placed on top of a 17.5-inch stool. The 5th hole is a 200 mph par 4, which is around 364 yards. Since I missed both targets, 50M is written on the scorecard. I hit the 3-foot wide target, so 118R is written on the scorecard. I missed both targets again, so 50M is written on the scorecard. After 3 shots, I only advanced 50 plus 118 minus 25 plus 50 equals 193 mph on a 200 mph par 4. Therefore, I have no chance to save par. If a player has 50 mph or less to the green and has no chance to save par, the director will write 50A on the scorecard. A stands for automatic. It's automatic because it puts the player on the green without having to hit another shot. Since I'm not within regulation, I will need to complete two 8-footers. I make the first 8-footer, so the director writes 1P. I make the second 8-footer, so the director writes 1P again. So my score for the 5th hole is a double bogey. Next, hole 6 is a par 3, 65 mph or 101 yards, ball 17.5 inches below feet. I played holes 6 to 9 during nighttime to show that barrio golf can be played at night or indoors. 68.5 miles per hour ball speed. I hit the 1-foot wide target at 68 mph, so I'm on the green in regulation. So the director writes B and tells me to do a 5-yard birdie chip. Since I made a birdie chip, my score is a birdie. The 7th hole is a 325 mph par 5 or 578 yards. I hit the 1-foot wide target, so the director writes the full 142 mph reading. I hit the 3-foot wide target, so the director writes 120R on the scorecard. The director tells me I have 88 mph left to the green, which is roughly 150 yards, so I use a 5-iron. I hit the 1-foot wide target, so the director writes the full 98 mph on the scorecard. Since I'm on the green in regulation, I have the opportunity to score a birdie. The director writes B on the scorecard and tells me to do a 6-yard birdie chip. Since I missed the birdie chip, the director tells me I need to complete one 8-footer. Since I missed the 8-footer, I lost my chance for a par and need to make this 4-footer for a bogey. Since I missed the 4-footer, the director writes 3P on the scorecard and my score is a double bogey. The 8th hole is a 75 mph par 3 or 117 yards, ball 8.75 inches above feet. I missed both targets, so the director writes 50M. Since I have 25 mph left to the green and I have a chance to save par, the director also writes S on the scorecard, sets up the chipping basin, and tells me to do a 6-yard par saving chip into the basin. Since I missed the par saving chip, the director tells me I need to complete two 8-footers. Since I made the first 8-footer, the director writes 1P on the scorecard. Since I made the second 8-footer, the director writes another 1P on the scorecard and my score is a bogey. Hole 9 is a 65 mph par 3 or 101 yards, ball 17.5 inches above feet. I hit the 1-foot wide target, so the director records the full 86 mph on the scorecard. Since I'm on the green in regulation, the director writes B and tells me to do a 6-yard birdie chip. Since I made the birdie chip, there is no need for me to putt and my score is a birdie. My total score is 38 or 5 over par gross. During the game, I hit a bad bunker shot, so I decided to fix my bunker shot technique and do some practice.